All right, all right. Let's see if now the live stream works. I had issues with one plugin that was in beta version. It was available for free. It's available for free, but it seems that it's not ready yet. But it's an amazing denoiser, reverb that I'm sure it will be great. But I decided to go with another freebie for this video. We're gonna be checking out two cool freebies and two cool deals in music production tools. My name is Abner Hunter from abnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. Welcome. I hope that you get notified by this if you are a subscriber, and welcome if you are not a subscriber and are watching this channel for the first time. My name is Abner Hunter. Let me show you the plugins we're going to be covering up today. First, we have this cool new saxophone instrument by Monster DAW and Agus Hardiman. It's called Monster Sax. Next up, we're gonna be checking out this cool speaker and space or environment simulator called Place It by Soundly. It's free as well. And we're gonna be checking out this deal of this cool intelligent reverb by Izotope called Neoverb that currently has a 72% off. And finally, we're gonna be checking out the brand new passive equalizer by Pulsar Audio, the 8200 that currently has a 40% off, a faithful emulation of the awesome GML 8200 designed by George Massenburg, the man behind the invention of the parametric EQ in the first place, right? In the analog days, today parametric EQs are very common, but back in the day this was the new thing. This idea comes from 1972, I read. So amazing stuff, and very musical equalizer for mastering, mixing purposes. This is the one that it's emulating, and Pulsar Audio added some interesting and modern features. So it's an emulation, but it's also an enhancement of the analog one. Alright, I'm gonna leave you all of the applicable and downloadable links in the video description, and I will also leave you some timestamps in case that you want to move around between the mini segments of the video. Before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website, abnerhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also, I have some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to be checking out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost daily with tons of cool free content and free stuff like this. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these updates. Let me know if you're here in the chat. I'm gonna be happy to reply or answer to your questions if you have them. All right, so let's go quickly here to my session. First, we're gonna be covering this cool new instrument by Agus Hardiman, Monster Sax. To me, one of the best free saxophone instruments that I have tested, and this one has pretty cool articulations that make the sound of the sax more alive, more human, right? Not robotic and stuff like that. It includes also a couple of effects, reverb in one knob and delay in one knob, also to add more alive vibe to the sax sound. Right, you have 8 knobs for the volume of the different articulations that are set and triggered depending on the key switch from your MIDI keyboard or virtual MIDI keyboard. Right, for instance, here the key switch C1 engages the legato, and with this you're gonna increase the volume of that particular articulation. And yeah, you have a master volume, master output control here, and of course the virtual MIDI keyboard here, right? And I have connected my real Korg MIDI keyboard, and I'm gonna play some sounds here off of this instrument. I'm not a keyboard player, so probably if you are, you're gonna get more out of this cool instrument. So let's begin here. It's pretty sensible to the way that you hit or play the note. So if you press it hard, you're gonna have a much harder sound. Or if you can soften also the way you hit the key. Pretty cool, like levels of intensity or velocity, right? And it has a like vibrato added. That vibrato makes the sound more alive and more human, right? Let's add some delay and reverb to make the sax sound more alive. Also, one cool feature added is that I'm gonna just go down an octave or two here in the lower notes. It was added that air, a bit of air to lower notes, right? That also creates a more alive vibe. Let's go up. Right, that's the Monster Sax by Agus Hardiman. And alrighty, let's go to the other freebie off of this list. It's this cool plugin called Place It by Soundly. This one includes a speaker and space or environment simulation, right? You can listen here for different environments, and you can listen to your mix, like how would your mix be heard in those environments. For instance, let's engage both of these controls, and you have here in-ear earbuds, phone ear speaker, phone loudspeaker, walkie-talkie, radio, TV, laptop, or from small devices, right, to large devices, and also a megaphone, announcement speaker, stuff like that. And here on the space or environment section, you can choose all of these places, right? Basement, bathroom, different bathrooms, a kitchen, living room. So yeah, pretty useful to know how your mix will translate on these different environments, right? Vehicle, different types of vehicles, and outdoors, hallways and stairs, school and workplaces, right? Pretty cool. You can disable one and only leave the other, or vice versa. You have also some presets here to choose from, and you can also increase this knob like a mix control, right? The more sound off of this device or environment, it's gonna be added to the mix of the sound, right? Like from 0% all the way up to 100%. You can have a blend of both of speakers and spaces or environments. So let's begin here with the speaker, and I'm gonna play this mix. Okay. In-ear earbuds. radio. Off. TV. Boombox. Okay, let's go with the space. Basement. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hand. Huge low one. This is our time. No more a combination of both. Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hand. This is our time. Kitchen. Vehicle. No more excuses. We can change this. Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hand. This is our time. No more excuses. Okay, and here you can also have a control for the reverb length, right? Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hand. Cool, pretty useful stuff for mastering purposes could be. All right, let's move on with the next plugin, the first paid one of this list. It's this Neoverb Intelligent Reverb by Izotope. This one has the three types of reverbs: the early reflections, the plate, and the whole reverbs that can be combined here on this shape that you have in the center, right? Depending on the color. So early reflections here in this point, and you have here plate and whole, and you have can have a combination of all of the three, and you can also enable more advanced controls for each one of the reverb types. Okay, time, size, diffusion, angle, low pass, and here you have tone, crossover, and damping, which stands for the higher frequencies that decay over time, and the crossover. Okay, and you have also a pre-EQ and an EQ for the reverb. And you can also add modulation with this like X, Y square type of square that you have here. You can change the rate and depth of the modulation. You have a pre-delay that can be set in different measures. You can smoothen also the pre-delay, and you have a dry wet functionality, and the level of the main output of the sound, right? With the reverb, and also the dry signal, this one. So the cool thing about this reverb is the reverb assistant, where you can choose what type of style you want the reverb to be, from realistic to dramatic or in between, the size of the room from extra small to extra large. Okay, dry wet also you can set that, and you can choose the different tones from clean, dark, bright, and airy. You click on next, and it's gonna give you a result based on this. All right, and the algorithm will work automatically, and it will give you that. So for instance, let's test it on this drum bus first. Okay, let's put the reverb assistant, a realistic reverb, size medium. Let's choose a clean, airy, bright. Okay, waiting for you to play audio. cleaning up input signal, comparing wet and dry signal to create custom reverb EQ curve. Okay, a small reverb. Okay, like room sound and more dramatic. Bright. Airy. Alright, and here on the pre-EQ you can set the low pass and high pass filter, for instance. I'm gonna create here this high pass shape to remove low end in the reverb, right? Yeah, I don't want the kick drum to have reverb. Low, high cut. Alright, let's use it here on this snare that it's pretty dry. Let's choose the reverb assistant here. Medium. Okay. Dark. Okay, and it gives you this result, right? Before, after, and you can increase. Let's choose more. Okay, in context with the drums. Alright, and let's use it on this vocals that I have here.
Eden is burning, open up your eyes, the blood is on your hands. This is our time, no more excuses.
Okay.
We can change this. Eden is burning. Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your.
Cool.
Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hand. Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hands.
Cool. Reverb by Izotope. Finally, let's check out the latest addition to the Pulsar Audio catalog, the 8200 EQ passive equalizer with very pristine and musical EQ curves. The main EQ, the analog piece of gear that this plugin is emulating, includes only the part here in the lower part of the plugin, right? The knobs and stuff. So Pulsar Audio added some features to make it sound and to make it more modern, with modern features and modern characteristics to make the workflow better, right? So you have the low frequency controls here, right? And you have the type of the Q, right? And if you lower this, it's gonna be a low shelf, right? If you increase it, you have a bell curve like that, and the frequency that you choose. If you see here, both of the knobs in the same color are connected. That's because I have here set to left and right link, which is stereo processing, right? But you can use it also in mid-side and process the sides and the mids, the center of your mix independently. Let's use it for now here, left and right link. Okay, then you have the low mid frequency. Okay, and if you double click, it resets every parameter by default. Okay, and you have the mid frequency in green, high mid frequency in like gray, and in blue you have the high frequency, the upper part of the frequency spectrum, high end. Okay, and some cool features that were added is this high pass filter that you have here, low pass. Also, it wasn't in the original piece of analog gear, and this sub bass with some pretty musical EQ curves, and this tilt that is pretty interesting as well, to tilt the EQ like that, right? This air band and this low pass filter. All right, also another cool feature is the auto gain, that I think at this point every plugin should have auto gain functionality. Okay, and you can monitor also the what's happening on the left or what's happening on the right, or if you enable mid-side processing, you're gonna be monitoring what's happening on the center of your mix or what's happening on the sides of your mix. All right, pretty cool. And also it includes a de-esser, adding more stuff to the file, right? This de-esser, it's like I believe a dynamic equalizer that focuses on removing dynamically higher frequencies, right? It's also works as a de-harsher. You have the amount of de-essing, and you can use it as a band pass like this, or as a high pass like that, right? You see the form, the shape. Okay, and you can also use this triangle that you have, this delta, to listen only what the de-esser is processing. Pretty cool equalizer. And of course the visuals up here that I think in modern days are very useful, not to base ourselves on the visuals right, more than in the sound, but also for workflow purposes, for practicality, where sometimes you are like making moves with the knobs and stuff, but you want to know also visually what's happening, where do you have those knobs put on the sounds. All right, so let's use this EQ on some instruments. Let's start here with these drums that we have. Okay, I'm gonna disengage that de-esser. Let's add some highs. Okay, remove some mids. Let's add some lows. Okay, some subs. air. Also, one cool thing that I forgot to mention is this gain scale that increases or decreases all of the bands at once, right? Pretty cool. Like that. 50% for instance, 100%. All of them are going back to flat the more you decrease this, right? Let's add some air. Tilt. Okay. Gauge auto gain. Let's not overdo it. Okay, let's add also this EQ here on these guitars. You can use it also for more surgical purposes. Let's add some air. Remove some lows. You see the frequency right here? Some high mids or mids. Okay, the yes-er. It's working dynamically, right? To remove here some, you choose the frequency here, by the way. This works great on cymbals as well. You can do it, of course, here. Okay, and finally, let's use this on the master or mix bus here. Okay.
Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hands. This is our time. No more excuses. We can change this. Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hands. This is our time. No more excuses. We can change this. Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hands.
Yes, sir.
We can change this. Eden is burning. Open up your eyes. The blood is on your hands. This is our time.
Pretty cool and musical passive EQ by Pulsar Audio. So let me know what you think of this cool plugins that I checked today. Mark Lee Wilkins says here, hello Mark, how are you today, my friend? You are not late. Well, I had 3 attempts to do the live stream earlier and it did not work, so hopefully this one will. And yeah, it seems to be working. Thanks a lot for being here, my friend, and I hope that some other people watches the live stream, and because of my 2 or 3 attempts earlier. And before we go, my friend, let me invite you to my website, amnerhunted.com, where I have some additional freebies, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog or this channel, which I am updating almost daily with tons of free content. Thanks a lot for watching the live stream. Thanks for being here, and I will see you very soon in the next video. All right, take care and bye bye.